So the Justice Department says they are done with the Epstein files. They are over it. They have released everything. It ain't that kind of party. We knew that they released 3 million of 6 million documents, but now estimates are that there's 100 million documents that haven't been seen. Terabytes. I don't even have a computer that can do terabytes yet. I was still impressed with all my gigabytes, but yeah, terabytes. Okay. Pam. No. It's a law. You will be held accountable. After Trump's gone, you will still be held accountable. Even if he gives you a pardon, there's still a whole lot of things they can do to you. We need the Epstein files. Now, every day we find some new little nugget found in the Epstein files. I forget, who was it? I kind of think it was Aaron Parnas. God, I watch so many other people that do the news, the independent news. But somebody was just uncovered that Steve Bannon, as we know, has been in contact with Epstein a lot for years. They really spent a lot of time emailing back and forth. And back in 2018, apparently, Steve Bannon, I recognize I kind of got a Steve Bannon look going on here. Steve Bannon said to Epstein that Trump should be removed from office via the 25th Amendment. That's the thing, y'all. Steve Bannon isn't stupid. A lot of these people aren't stupid. They'll act stupid in a quest for power. Other things have come to surface recently that Steve Bannon was in a plot with Jeffrey Epstein to take down the Pope. You just can't write this shit. You just can't write this shit. That happened. I don't know what his hard-on with Pope was, but Steve Bannon was in correspondence with Epstein in an attempt to take down the Pope, who, by the way, when the Department of Justice released that crazy bunch of names the other day to try and throw us off the trail, like including like Elvis and the Pope. Pope was in there. Now the problem is, the problem is with all those people. They even threw Marjorie Taylor Greene in there, and then those people had anything to do with anything. That's why their names were in the file. They were just briefly mentioned for one thing or another in a news article attached to a file or some other crap, and they're just trying to muddy the fucking waters, trying to keep us not focused. But there's just too many people focused. There's too many people digging apart these documents. I am not. I've sifted through these documents, but I recognize that people like Ben Meiselas are better at that than I am. Mega document retrieval. So they will they'll hit on something that I'll follow up on and then do my own fucking story. But I am not sifting through these documents and trying to decipher them all. It's just not my skill level. But other people come up with things that are in the documents, and then I go look for them. So thank you, my colleagues. But Pam, no, honey, I'm sorry. We ain't over it. You can be over it. Trump can say get over it. We're not over it. We're not going to get over it. This entire Trump thing, including January 6th, was driven by a QAnon conspiracy theory that there was a cabal of global elites sexually abusing children and torturing them to extract something from their blood that would make the rich people younger or something. I don't quote me on that part because I'm really shaky on what the fuck they were doing with that. But a global cabal of elites sexually abusing and trafficking children that was protected by the deep state. And now we absolutely see that. That happened. I mean, Pizzagate didn't happen. Half the shit they said didn't happen. Again, even though I said this before, I want to remind you the original conspiracy theory was that Donald Trump was going to win the election again in 2020, riding on a white horse with JFK Jr. having risen from the grave to become his vice president, to persecute the deep state and all the global cabal of pedophiles and hang them in public. You know, if you want to hang yourself in public, that's cool. I mean, that's what they keep doing. Everybody that's involved in the Epstein files seems to die from suicide, including a lot of the victims. A lot of the victims in ways where law enforcement said there's no way that was suicide. Everybody just seems to hang themselves or something. And again, as I've said before, remember John Dutton? If you know what I'm saying, do you remember John Dutton? He didn't kill himself either, man. Pam, we ain't over this shit, and you ain't done with this shit. You have not produced the shit that you were supposed to produce. We are going to be on this with a fine-tooth comb. Release all of the Epstein files. It is the law, and you'll be prosecuted for violating the law later. Even if Trump gives you a pardon, there's other things that can be done. Michael Carell from the WTH News Network. Wherever you're seeing this, hit them like, follow, the alert bells. If you're on like Apple Podcasts or any of the podcast places and there's like 3 stars, give us 3 stars. Give us a little flag thing. Whatever they got. Whatever they got. You know, help us out if you appreciate this take on the news compared to all the other stuff you get. Help us grow. We are on any place that you get podcasts. We're on there. Go look for us. Follow us there. There's a link in my link tree to our Apple Podcast, and then it links to all of the other podcasting platforms. We got a lot to do, and a lot more coming. So hit them buttons for us, y'all, and don't let them shut you up. Don't let them stop you from thinking. Don't ever let them tell you to believe what they say rather than your own eyes. Because if we can prevent it, this is not 1984.